As we already know, some footballers who grew up in rough neighborhoods played football barefoot in the streets. But what about the other side of the coin? Not every footballer's journey started in poverty. In fact, some were born into privilege, growing up with comfort, opportunity, and money already on their side. Today, we're flipping the script and looking at the footballers who grew up rich. Starting with the Flying Dutchman Robin van Persie, who grew up in a household of artists. The former striker's mother was a painter and jewelry designer, as well as a teacher for special needs children. His father, on the other hand, was a renowned sculptor. He is known as the paper artist in Holland, as he creates human-like figures by crumpling up pages from newspapers, comics, and magazines. Gerard Piqué, the legendary defender, has been surrounded by wealth all his life. He once left fans amazed at the start of 2022 when he shared a screenshot of a bank transfer on social media, showing he received a payment of more than 2 million euros in December 2021. The Spaniard's dad, Joan, is a lawyer and businessman, while his mother, Montserrat, is the director of a hospital in Barcelona. Since his retirement, the multi-time Champions League winner has looked to expand his own business portfolio. He is the owner of FC Andorra and also the founder of an esports team, the mind behind the seven-a-side tournament. He also made the suggestion of seeing the Spanish Super Cup be transformed into a four-team competition that takes place outside of Spain. The World Cup trophy isn't the only goal that Hugo Lloris is familiar with. He was fortunate to be born into wealth. His mother, Marie, is a successful attorney, while his father, Luc, is an investment banker. As a result of their careers, Lloris enjoyed an upper-class childhood that included daily tennis lessons. Of course, it wasn't tennis that Lloris's heart desired, though, as he would go on to become one of the better shot stoppers of his generation, leading France to World Cup glory in 2018. Andrea Pirlo, the Italian stallion, partly owns his father's successful business. The Pirlo name was well known in Brescia long before Andrea became a football legend. His father founded a steel company in the Italian city in 1982, something which the football icon has since acquired a stake in. Andrea is also a wine connoisseur, with a vineyard he owns producing somewhere between 15,000 to 20,000 bottles per year. Now introducing the world's richest footballer, Faik Boukaya, who is the nephew of the Sultan of Brunei, is worth an estimated $20 billion. You might never have heard of Boukaya, but he joined Leicester City from Chelsea in 2016. The midfielder spent 4 years at Leicester, but failed to make a first-team appearance for the Foxes. Unfortunately for Boukaya, he never quite reached the heights he may have dreamed of, and is currently playing his football in Thailand for Ratchaburi FC. Frank Lampard, the former Chelsea icon, grew up in a footballing household. His dad, Frank Lampard Sr., played as a left-back for West Ham United. Frank Lampard Sr.'s wife, Patricia Harris, has a twin sister, Sandra, who Harry Redknapp married. Therefore, Harry Redknapp is the brother-in-law of Frank Lampard Sr. and Frank Lampard Jr.'s uncle-in-law. It's a small world in the football business. Former Germany forward Olivier Bierhoff earned 70 caps for his country and played for AC Milan in what was a fine career. His work ethic likely came from his father, who was an energy company chief, earning the family a wealthy income. Dr. Bierhoff poured water on the grass in the family's garden before getting Olivier to practice diving headers on the patch after it had turned to ice. Brutal, however, since retirement, the former international has become the chairman of Finvia Sports and also switched sports to become a consultant for the New England Patriots. Former Chelsea hero Gianluca Vialli is the son of a self-made millionaire through his work as a building contractor. The Italian grew up in the enormous Castello di Belgioioso in Cremona, which had 60 rooms. Vialli had a legendary career as both a player and manager before tragically passing away in January 2023 at the age of 58 due to pancreatic cancer. Michael Doughty, who played for a list of clubs including QPR and Swindon Town before retiring at the age of 27, is the son of the late Nottingham Forest owner Nigel Doughty, the co-chairman and co-founder of a European private equity firm. Doughty's net worth in 2011 was estimated to be 130 million, which made him the 537th wealthiest person in the country. He once stated, "I'll never apologize for my background because I'm very proud of what my dad was able to achieve, and I'm very proud of my own achievements, and that's who I am." Whether you're from a council estate in Liverpool or you went to probably the most quintessential British school, there's common ground, and that's being a human being and a good person. Shaun Wright-Phillips' biological mother, Sharon Phillips, was then the girlfriend of English media personality and former footballer Ian Wright. With Ian having had a difficult relationship with his own stepfather, he wanted to give Shaun the real love, care, and stability he lacked. So Wright, then a young man just starting his football career, made a conscious decision to adopt Shaun when he was just 3 years old, ensuring he had a supportive and loving father figure. So Shaun grew up without having to worry about money or a loving family, which is a nice sentiment to end on. At the end of the day, rich or poor, once you're on the pitch, it doesn't matter. Unless you're me, then it matters a lot, because I got my boots from Sports Direct. Just kidding. See you in the next one.